Welcome back. Thank you very much for staying with us. Now, Tourism Minister Lindiwe Sisulu is taking a long walk around Robben Island this morning. It's part of the department's plans to revive all liberation routes and World Heritage sites in the country. Senior reporter Aviwe Mtila is there and joins us now with the very latest. Good morning, Aviwe. Talk to us about this initiative to revive heritage sites.
Morning, Fundo. I don't want to keep the media colleagues waiting here. It's actually the minister's first visit since she last visited Robben Island when her father was still a prisoner here. Minister, please just detail wwhy we're here today.
Okay. About 2 weeks ago, we came together with Seth Cooper and Abigail Tulare, who's responsible as the CEO of Robben Island. And we agreed that we were going to sign a memorandum of understanding to make sure that we attract as many people as we can, tourists, to this place, and make this have the same attraction as the part in Ghana where the slaves were taken out of Africa to Europe, to indicate the road we have traveled in this country, and the things that we should not forget, that behind you here are cells where people spent 27 years of their lives in a single cell, probably two steps one way and 4 steps the other way, in the crudest form possible of keeping anybody in prison. This represents the sordidest part of our struggle, and we decided we were going to come together, revive this place, especially the political, historical side of this, and make sure that we can bring people here so that we never forget. Yes. Nobody should ever forget. Our children who don't know apartheid should never forget what was given to them, and in that way inculcate a sense of national pride in what has been given, and sense of responsibility. We owe so much to so many people. We went to Sobukwe's house. He was the first prisoner here staying alone. Now I'm talking about the political part. And then we're here where Nelson Mandela, Walter Sisulu, Walton Mkwai, Governor Mbeki, you could go on, stayed. And I would have wanted this to be part of our history, because it binds us to exactly what it is that has brought about the democracy we enjoy today. It's a democracy that we don't seem to treasure as much as the effort that was put into making it what it is. And about a few years ago, because I'm a historian by profession, I did want that history should be a compulsory subject, because everybody should know where we come from. In the same way as in every church, the Bible is central to understanding where whatever Christianity comes from, what was given to us as we live in a particular civilization, so too in a democracy should this kind of place be made, almost a compulsory lesson of a lot was given for us. In Angola, where the Battle of Cutucanavala was fought, there is the most impressive monument there to the lives of people who fought for Angola. And I would have wanted that we can do something similar, so people know what was given to them. When they know what was given to them, they'll treasure the responsibilities they have, they'll treasure what they have. Right now, I feel like we are no different from any other country that just signed a paper and became a democratic republic. People fought for this place. people died for this place.
Yes, Ms. You spoke of revival, and also when you're looking at this side, and also your assessment upon arrival here, and that conversation that keeps coming up about the fact that the prices are exclusionary to your ordinary South Africans. What exactly are you going to revive, and also some of the steps that are you going to take to ensure?
That is an aftermath of this. We came here to visit, all right? And then we're going to sit down and work out how do we make this place a little more attractive, which will include the price. Was uppermost in my mind right now, so I'm not able to answer that, but we will provide that and possibly call a media conference after considering all the matters that we have seen here and deal with that matter. Right now, for me, it's an emotional matter, and I wouldn't want to be diverted from that. If you would excuse me. Thank you.
Also, if you may check, tourism industry, how much is it contributing now to the GDP in the country, especially at the back of what is happening?
Well, at its best, it contributes a great deal, possibly greater than any. It's the greatest contributor to our GDP, and the price and the amount fluctuates. But we hold up the economy of this country, and we want to make sure that we can continuously attract people so they see where we come from, what has happened to us, and where we are. Because the reconciliation that we have settled with has been a great sacrifice. And we want people to know that in our lifetime we made it possible to transition from the worst kind of oppression to the kind of democracy that we have. And the reason why we came together is because we would like to invite people here so they understand the journey we have traveled, and that it should be inspirational to other countries, other peoples from other countries, that it is possible to get over the worst anger, the worst hatred, the worst pain, and move on for the sake of ensuring that the struggle was not in vain, and make sure that we create an environment where this never ever happens again to anybody.
About bringing in tourists into the country, there was that talked about deal of the Tottenham Hotspurs. Is that deal still going to go ahead, giving the backlash that it received?
I think it's in bad taste that I'm here for the first time, looking at the conditions that my father lived in, and you bring in Hotspurs. Can we put that aside? Right now we're on Robben Island, and I'm pained.
Minister, just also being cognizant of the history of what this island holds, there was also plans to have a silent disco to be hosted at this island as well as part of economic revival. Do you have any comments or?
Well, now that we are part of the package that runs, obviously some of these things will be passed by us. The first time I am coming here, as I indicated, and we had our first meeting of a collaboration between all of us, and part and parcel of that collaboration would be an input from tourism, the people who look after the place, and the association of people who were on the island, so that we have a commonality of what is the significance of Robben Island. Why would we bring people here? And I take my cue from that port in Ghana where slaves were taken away, so that never ever again should the world ever forget that this freedom we have today was given at great cost, at enormous cost. We went to Sobukwe's house. He was one of the first prisoners here. Everything blocked out, just to make sure that the apartheid system can bring its whole weight on one man. Then we have this now. I don't know how they lived here for 27 years. I don't know. It talks to the resilience of the spirit, of the human spirit, to overcome, completely overcome, once they have given themselves and dedicated themselves to a cause. What is possible is incredible, and I've seen it today. I didn't want to encounter it, but unfortunately I am in the tourism space, and we've got to make sure that tourism does include every aspect of our lives, and this is an important one that we've come here today. Perhaps on another occasion we'll go to the more pleasanter ones. Last year we went to a center where we celebrated Tourism Day here in the Western Cape, and we were treated to an amazing recount of how the Khoisan people invented things. This first civilization we had here, it's a very educative trip that we had here. So if we have those sections of our tourism dealing with educating people about this country, it would help a great deal. It might even attract more people because we claim so many other things, first in so many other things, and I want us to advertise ourselves as that. We have an incredible heart as South Africans to forgive this. Incredible. It starts from how people were treated who had leprosy to God knows what. This was a dumping ground for people to come and die in, and we want to make it live so that people say over and over, like Madiba said in his first public speech, never again should this happen to such a beautiful country.
Minister, do you feel that in a modern day South Africa, Robben Island and what it stands for reflects the needs of the country? Do you feel like the ANC government of today is still in touch with the people who spend time here?
Well, I myself have avoided coming here for personal reasons, but I've been here now and I've overcome that. And I would like members of the ANC to find space to come and have a lekgotla here, so that they have at the back of their minds what was given to them, that they hold the ANC sacred and safe and going forward. And all the values of the people who were here making these sacrifices live in each one of them. I don't think that this has been central to the discussions of the ANC, but it is important from time to time to reflect. I think what people of religious orders do, they go for a retreat to engage with their inner selves. And I would like to invite the ANC here for a lekgotla to engage with exactly what it is that has happened in this country right from the time of slavery, when little children were kidnapped to come and work in this place. It's just a house of horrors, and we should have it at the back of our minds with every decision we take, with every step we take, because we're not just dropped like a man jumping from a balloon. We come with our history. Our history should be the bedrock of every decision that we take as ANC.
Maybe what seems to be hindering the ANC to bring these services to the people? Because some people would say you've been in government since 94, and some of you as members have been in parliament since 1994 as well. And also last year the president did pledge a 100-day social compact with the individuals of South Africa. But it seems South Africans are not as confident with this current economic climate. What seems to hinder the ANC to deliver these services and also those commitments that people like Nelson Mandela and your father fought for this country?
Yeah, I'd like you to call him Walter Sisulu. Okay. We're now straying into a political terrain, and I thought that we were here to take in the horrors of the past and make sure that nobody forgets. But perhaps when we get on shore, I will be able to go into the politics of what it is that we're delivering, how we're wanting to shape the way that we deliver, and make sure that in 2024 we win the elections. But right now, I want us to concentrate on this moment. Is it possible?
So we will get another opportunity on shore to talk to you, Minister.
You will get another opportunity to talk. I brought you here so that you can show the world that a lot was given. A lot was given. I don't know where some of these people are that lived here for so long, but South Africa owes them, I don't know. And at every point, everybody should understand that we're not just here because, somebody decided one day to wake up and say, well, let's have democracy. It was fought for.
All right, thank you very much. That's the Tourism Minister, Lindiwe Sisulu, coming to Robben Island for the first time since the apartheid years where she was actually visiting family inside here. Of course, we'll get another opportunity to speak to the tourism minister, pertinent questions that are still to be asked. She's asking that we respect this particular moment, and we will get then another opportunity on shore to delve into more pressing issues around the tourism industry and developments that have actually happened recently.